Laughter is in you for a reason. You just have to use it instead of letting stress use you. So one of my favorite topics is personal development. And we're going to use humor, laughter, play, fun to help us get there. It's the quickest, fastest, shortest way. So in my career, one of the funniest things or weirdest things that I experience as a speaker is when at the end of a speech, somebody walks up to me and says, "I tried my best not to laugh." And I always think, why? Like, is it some sort of punishment to me, or are you trying to teach the rest of the room a lesson that you don't buy into this whole thing, laughter, fun, play? Why would you try not to laugh? It doesn't make sense to me. It's like you're denying present moment, joy, laughter, fun for some sort of made up fake future of being serious and working hard along the way. Why would you do that? One of my, I guess is one, it is one of my favorite speeches. Happened is about 8 years ago. A group of engineers. So the CEO hired me and the planning committee let me know it was the CEO. He hired me for a reason. Problem is this guy was dodgy. He wouldn't take my phone calls. He wouldn't tell me why he wanted me there. So he decided to wait 2 minutes before my speech to tell me what he was expecting. So this little man comes whooshing into the door and he runs right up to me with this intensity. He's got this tie on that looks like he's gonna cut off his oxygen. And he says to me, "Your job is not to give these people a bunch of content. Your job is to make them laugh." Okay. And then he says, "It's not going to be easy. This room, they will try their hardest not to laugh." So I know in this situation, best to stay away from funny stories because they take too long to get to the point. This audience is going to be short attention span. So I use comedy, like really tight comedy that gets to the point fast. So in my brain, I'm corralling every punchline I have to use right up front to see if I have a chance of getting these people going. So I get up there and the audience just looks like, what are we doing here? And so I'm not going to warm them up with some sort of playful banter or anything. I just throw out a punchline and I wait. Nothing. So I threw out another punchline. Nothing. Threw out another punchline. And then all of a sudden, from the corner is the CEO. The guy with the tie, he bursts into laughter. Well, the whole room is like, So I threw out another punchline. All of a sudden, the whole room starts laughing. There was actually a guy in the front row who fell on the floor laughing. It was unbelievable. And, as a comedian, you know that you never step on a punchline. So you want them to laugh. You never stop them from laughing by moving on with your next joke. So I just waited. And I waited. And they just kept laughing. It was kind of like when you vomit. You just keep vomiting until you get it all out of you. That's what they were doing. They were laughing until they got all the laughter out. They were laughing until they got all the stress out of them, and they had a lot of it. The audience, at first the laughter was aggressive on a punchline, and then it started to, it's like it eases up. And the audience goes from this tight-lipped group to like jello. And see, laughter is so amazing. Why would you ever tell yourself not to laugh? Why would you ever put effort into not having a good time? Why? Here's why: because you believe you should work hard and then you can play hard. Because you believe that you should have fun later, that the pleasure is somewhere in the future. Here's what you're doing: you're denying yourself happiness, joy, and pleasure in the moment for some sort of fake, made-up future. Because you believe that through your work ethic, your dedication, and your effort, you are going to be able to create some kind of future that you actually have no control over. It's uncertain. COVID has made sure of it, because I don't care who you are. It's ran a railroad track through your career. It has blown apart most people's savings. We have no idea what's going to happen in our future. So if you want to have a tight grip on your future, you're going to deny yourself present moment happiness. What if you knew that everything you need right now is right here in this moment? It's right here inside you. See, the reason you laugh, laughter is in you for a reason. You just have to use it instead of letting stress use you. We're designed to laugh. Laughter is the thing that helps you decrease and push away your stress. It gets it out of you. Just like when you drink too much, you vomit all over the place. You're getting the poison out of your body. When you're laughing, you're getting the stress out of your body. That's why we laugh at the tough stuff. We laugh at conflict. Anything at all that you find funny, the only reason it's funny is because it's real, because it's true, because it's conflict. You are taking stress, you're grabbing it by the hands, and you're getting rid of it every time you laugh. And every time that you decide that you're going to deny yourself any kind of pleasure and joy, then you're deciding that you want some sort of better future than you have right now. See, all your stress, all of your pain comes from worrying, comes from that tight grip that you have on your future. It's your attachment to what you don't have, that you're snubbing the life that you do have, because it's in there, it's in you. Laughter, joy, fun, play is in you right now. All you have to do is reach down and bring it out. It's surrounding you. All you have to do is pull it in. But instead, what we ask for, what we tell our brain we want, is we want more fear. We think about anxiety. We think about how we want this future that we don't have right now, how we wish we could have it. So your brain's going to give you more fear, anxiety, and stress. All we want is, I think all anyone wants is to be happy. If there was one thing you wanted in life, it would be to be happy. So why don't you just do it? Don't try not to laugh. Just laugh and enjoy your life.